This is again Raton coming back to you to have a small talk with you, as we're gonna have for quite a while. I'm gonna talk about probably some subjects that are close to your heart as usual, and that is what we're going to do all along. Most of the subjects that we're gonna talk about are probably gonna stem from occurrences on this earth. Today, I want to touch upon the idea of most of our brothers and sisters not having a higher state of consciousness. And it's going to revolve around especially the idea of money, since I know that's a very hot subject on this planet. I'm always surprised, up to the point to be appalled, by the idea of men relying so much on money and attaching so much value to money. Brothers and sisters, money is just an idea, a concept. That concept has expressed itself in the form of paper, whether we are talking about resources such as land possession, cars, houses, and things of that nature. We're still talking about the idea of money, the concept of money. Many I have seen, many of the ones I have talked to, or not talked to, or simply have observed, believe that the value of a person or an individual lies with the amount of money that they possess. They couldn't be so far from the truth. That is extremely removed from the truth, because our Creator has nothing to do with money. Our true lives have nothing to do with money. As I have touched upon before, I simply mentioned the idea that we're here to live this lifetime and we are not returning. If you remember, I have said that in my earlier conversation, or introduction, I should say. The reason why especially money shouldn't be of such concern to you is that you will never use money again in your eternal quest of finding Father and becoming what Father has in its plan for you. Money is just a temporary concept that you utilize on this planet and that you will never use again in your entire, or I should say eternal life. As I said, the soul, you are born here on a planetary life. In this case, it's Earth. You grow throughout your entire lifetime to become a mature soul, and eventually you will leave this planet. That is, that you are going to die. You will make the transition. I do not really like the word dying, because death does exist, but in the way we utilize it, it's not death, it's simply a transition. You do not wish to be dead, because once you're dead forever. That is the extension of the soul. That is true death. But we'll further expand upon this idea of true death. But the transition, as I said, that we usually refer to as death, it's just that, a transition. You wake up eventually from a deep sleep. Most of you, the ones that are more evolved, have less time to sleep. That's another thing we shall expand upon later on. Once you make that transition into what is the Moransha life, there is an enormous amount of time for you to grow. an enormous amount of time for you to learn, to live, understand. Most of you brothers and sisters, have no idea what that is. But I can tell you, it is a divine, even though it's not quite accurate, but it gives you the impression of what on this planet we call divine enlightenment, divine life. Life on the other side, as you call it, is extremely beautiful. There is no comparison on this earth for it. There is nothing that you can conjure up in your mind that exists on this earth that you can compare it with what's on the other side. There are many things that you have been accustomed to in this lifetime that you will not encounter over there. And you will realize that most of the occurrences on this planet were actually of an animalistic nature. They are inferior compared to what is you're currently living in and what is ahead of you when you make the transition. That is why, brothers and sisters, the idea of money being such a revered concept on this earth is totally absurd. It is completely absurd to the angelic realm. Your brothers and sisters who are much higher than you are on the scale of life consider this as an absurdity. Trust me, you will understand. We somewhat have to get to the point where we understand that the triviality of money itself. I understand that there are groups of people on this planet who truly relish the idea of feeling superior by amassing huge amount of money. I have to tell you, those brothers and sisters, to you, I'm talking to you, that is an illusion. Once you make the transition, all of your grandeur of being more than the others will cease immediately. You will realize that sooner than later, because the idea of life or a lifetime on earth is nothing but a spark in what is considered a lifetime, the Marancha life and beyond. So I would suggest to you, brothers and sisters, who are admiring the concept of money, who are revering money itself, and some of you even replace it by the concept of God. Otherwise, money becomes your God. Please, brothers and sisters, make an effort to understand deeper than that. Life is more wonderful than you can ever imagine. I understand that the illusion is so great that you cannot see the separation, you cannot see through the illusion. But you will eventually. It is better for you to understand it right now instead of later. That would save you a lot of regrets. It is better to be of service to others, your brothers and sisters, instead of placing yourself on a pedestal and thinking that you are more than they are. My admonition again to you, brothers and sisters, is to learn to love one another, to be closer to one another, love your brother, love your sister, your father, your mother, your auntie, your uncle, all of those who are around you, all of those who flocked together with you in this lifetime. Learn to love them and understand them instead of pursuing the incessant pursuit of money. Money is probably necessary because we need it here for now. We have not replaced that concept yet. We can do it, but that's another subject. While you amass some level or some amount of money in order to live properly here, to secure your family financially, learn that it is only secondary to the socialization with your brothers and sisters, to the love that you have to share with them, to the service that you have to render to others. money is secondary, if not even lower than that. You must move away from the idea of making yourself valuable due to money, because you're already a valuable being, individual, in the eyes of your Creator. I'm praying that you do understand that, my brothers and sisters. And eventually you will get to understand that, hopefully, before your transition. If not, so be it. Again, this is Ratton coming to you from another small corner of Earth in the United States. I'm here to be a voice to you, hopefully a voice of reason. And we're here to enter into an interesting journey, a journey of enlightenment. And I am going to take leave of you now, and hopefully you will come back and listen to my voice again. Hopefully you'll see it as the voice of a brother who is trying to help his younger siblings, or even older siblings, it depends, to understand what he sees, what he understands. Creator has revealed to him. So that is a call for understanding, a call for love. Love is what binds us together, my brothers and sisters. Learn how to understand that at a deeper level, and you will see that eventually life on this earth will become much better, and we will not have to go through all those vicissitudes of life. They will lessen. I'm not saying that they will disappear, because suffering, troubles, problems are also necessary for this life. Remember, we have mentioned the imperfection of this lifetime here. I will talk to you again very soon. Goodbye. Until next time. Brothers and sisters, please share your comments and do not forget to hit the notification button and subscribe. We sincerely appreciate your participation. Thanks for watching.